Good evening, all of you creepy people out there watching All Things Creepy with Ghostly Travels. This is your host, Lee Allen, and who do we have over here to my, well, it'll be actually to my right?
This is Patty Allen, and this is Duchess.
We got to have Douche. We got to give her a sidekick name. Shitter.
Yeah.
We got to give her a good name. We got to give her like a co-host.
Yeah, I'll come up with something for her because every week she's got to be laying right here.
Yep, and people want to see her.
Yep.
So nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Making sure we are good. I'm just going to type in here, hello at everyone. So Patty, what's been going on this week?
Oh man, just work really. Nothing really major for me. Gearing up for Valentine's Day. I can't wait to see what you have up your sleeve for Valentine's Day.
Muscles, guns.
Oh boy, that's not what I wanted.
Oh, you don't want to see this?
I was thinking more like candy or Coke.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, of course, that too. But before we get started, since Michael was on last week, let's have a shot. Okay? But I'm going to do more than a shot. I'm going to do another glass. This is my second glass. So let's have some. Cheers to everyone. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful week. Just like I say to everyone, grab your favorite drink of choice. It don't have to be an alcoholic beverage. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the fun with us. Lauren, hello there. Hello. I'm going to mess her name up. But she is a sweetheart. She follows us. I met her through Taryn when we were on with Taryn. And hello there, Lauren. How are you, sweetie? Hey, did you see the thing that I tagged you in today where that dude got zapped by that generator? Classic. Thought it was hilarious because I'm a dickhead. Well, lately I have been, I'm not going to go in depth in that, but, I can't post funny things without people getting butt hurt. So I'm not going to go in depth in that, but it has been true.
However, I want my credit where it's due because, frankly, I posted it first and got everyone all wound up.
So now we have to watch what we say when we post those. We got it, like we said to each other, we got to put a disclaimer on there. So
yeah. Well, I did the easier thing and I cleared my Facebook of a bunch of people who don't need to know everything that goes on in my life. Right.
See, Lauren, wasn't that hilarious as hell? And that's what I'm worried about because this time of year when it's cold outside and the heat's on, I'm the zapper in this house. I tell you what, I got so much energy that I can probably blow a breaker. And Patty can see it. I mean, it's hilarious.
He tries to walk by and touch me, and I'm like, don't touch me.
Hey, Roxy, Democracy's in here. Hey, how's it going?
Hello, friend.
We have got some cool stuff lined up with that. So, okay, we were on her show, about, 3 or 4 weeks ago?
Well, it aired, 10 days ago, I think.
Yeah, about last Friday or the Friday before. And so here's something that I want to ask everybody in the paranormal. And Roxy's up for it. So some investigations we're going to do. How about paranormal / drag? Something cool, something different. Bring it into the atmosphere of the paranormal. It's going to be fun. Going to be getting with them to come out. I'm trying to bring these up. Yeah, see, memes are, you don't take memes personally, I know you just love doing it, Lauren. I've watched you when you're doing your speech about things and you're doing at events and you just go pow and you're like, I'm like over here going like a little wussy, like, oh my God, I'm going to touch this and it's going to light me up. Ow! The Patty's over there going, ha ha ha.
Yeah, because it's hilarious when it doesn't happen to me.
Right. So like I said, everybody, grab your drinks, sit back. I'm going to give a toast to everyone that's in right now. Cheers to everyone.
Oh, well, then, yeah, Lauren, we will have to look her up. See Lauren's comment?
Yeah, I'm bringing it up right now.
Yeah. I love a drag show. I really do. And I'll
We
tell you
do
what.
too. And our friend Roxy, that she puts on a freaking amazing one, man.
Yeah, Roxy is beautiful. You should look her up.
Yep. When Patty introduced me the first time, we were in downtown Dayton at a drag show, the first time I met. And I'm like, no way. There is no way that is a guy. Gorgeous. I mean, but now that she changed her makeup, I mean, I would be at a bar hitting on that. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. So let's do something. Well, let's get Lauren involved. Let's do some spooky. Ooh, I like it. Let's do it. Spooky drag. Roxy, what do you think? I know you're listening.
Yep. You heard it here first, people.
Yep.
So you know what'll happen.
Yep. So here we're going to do it. That is going to bring a twist. We're here we are, right? And we're just in like t-shirts and just lounge clothes, and we're investigating. Let's just say we're investigating like an asylum. Oh, that was weird. Hello, we're back. Patty's gone.
Yeah, I lost you for a long time. Yeah, I can't hear you.
I can't hear you. You're going to. Can you guys hear me? Let me add Patty back.
I've got you back.
There she is. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Maybe internet, it's that time of night where everybody gets on the internet around your house. So it's like, bang, towers are going crazy. So, let's say we're investigating an asylum, right? Boom. And then all of a sudden, like we're in lounge clothes, and all of a sudden, let's take it back. Let's go to a jail. Right? Let's go to jail. And then we got this gorgeous person dressed up in this nightgown and boots or high heels. Not in time.
Sorry.
Yeah, Duchess likes to show her ass. Okay, you can tell she's my family. I like to show my ass. There's Duchess. Everybody, that is Duchess Lynn. So let's get right to it. So tonight we got to investigate with Holly. We got to meet Holly. We did a filming with her and Carlo up at the Bill Manor last summer, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. And this was for their Amazon Prime, their stuff that they're putting out. And we had a blast. I'm talking from the time we started. When you first meet someone for the first time, it's like, someone's got to break the ice. Well, if you're around this guy, I'm going to break the damn ice because I don't like that. Ooh, let's just tiptoe through the tulips. Let's just get it over with, right? So that's who I am. Because I don't see nobody as a stranger to me. Everybody, I'm God's little angel here. He put me on this earth for a reason. Look at that face. Really? Yes, really. I see everybody as not a stranger, just the one to get to talk and get them opened and let's have a good time. So Holly, she'll be chiming in here in a few minutes, and she is a lead investigator for Boss Paranormal. She's been doing paranormal for a very long time. Lauren knows her. They're like BFFs. And Holly actually has something really cool coming up this year, and I'm not going to share it yet. I will let Holly share it. Let me check something to see if she's having any problems. No, she should be chiming in. Here she is. I'm going to bring her in right now because she popped up, okay? So here she comes. Welcome, Holly. Hello.
Hi.
Just
Hello.
was your ears burning?
Yes.
So,
Yes,
okay,
they were.
sweet. That's what I want to hear. I want your ears burning.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, no back, no knives in the back though. We weren't talking like that. We were talking good stuff. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Lauren was in the chat, so I know there's no backstabbing there.
Nope. Here she is, right here. So there she is. There's my bestie,
Lauren.
Now, what we were talking about before we started talking about you. Yeah, listen to this. We have a friend that we were on their podcast. He does drag. And
Okay.
we're thinking about bringing him into some investigations this year.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Fully dragged, right? To see
Yeah.
what kind of energy that brings in, especially like to a jail or to a side, something cool.
Right.
And so he says, oh, yeah, I'm all about it, when we were on his podcast. And that one aired on 2 Fridays ago on YouTube. Roxy Democracy. He was in here a little while ago. And so hopefully he'll be chiming in again. But what I was talking about you is that you here in Ohio, go Bucks. You're a lead investigator for Boss Paranormal.
Yes.
Okay. And then I said, she's got something really cool brewing this year, but I didn't want to spill the beans. I want you to
I do.
And it's like, I'm just going to give initials. CP.
Well, we have a Paracon brewing this year.
Hey, Nick.
Hi, Nick. It's going to be the first one. It's going to be Crawford Paracon. It is in Bucyrus, Ohio. We were kind of asked to help out with it from Newark Paranormal Society. And we just kind of ran with it. So everything is all set. We just need a few more vendors to fill the gaps, and we are good to go.
So what kind of vendor do you need? I really don't do vending, but I'll do something.
We have a few paranormal teams. We have a few artists. We have some pretty creative people. So I would like somebody that has like crafts, like something.
Well, you know what? You're talking to a lady over there, Patty, that does crocheting left and right. Tell her Tell her to do something swift,
Yeah, you could crochet up some stuff. That's usually what I do.
Yeah.
All you ladies are those. I can't get into it. I mean, I understand that it's like great and relaxing, but then I like to talk. So I'm on one end of the couch, Patty's on the other, and I don't realize what the counting means, the methods. So I'm over here like,
shush it.
Yeah, and she's like, shut your fucking mouth.
Right, shut it. She's counting.
I didn't get it.
I don't know, Patty. Do you do what I do? I just count louder. So maybe they catch on to the fact that I'm counting.
See, Matthew's coming July 19th.
I just kind of like sigh heavily, and I'm like, honey, I'm trying to count over here. And he doesn't care.
No. She's being polite. Don't let the jersey fool you. I get that side eye that our Chihuahua used to give me.
Yep.
Like, shut your mouth down there.
Heck yeah. I do the same thing with my husband. I'm like, dude. Stop counting.
But Patty's been.
And then part of the problem also is, would I love to vend 150%? For me, it is the time to generate stuff to do it, especially when my lovely co-host over there can't stand to not be at home. And like, I can't run around and go out all the time and still get all this crocheting done.
No, crocheting takes a while.
I like to investigate. I'm sorry.
I do too. But, there's got to be a little bit. If you want to have the product, you got to take the time for the product.
That's right.
Well,
I have 4 things done, and this is for May.
See?
That's it. I only have 4. Just to take to Parasitecon, I'll show you.
Yeah, let's see.
There's, I don't know. Can you see it's a dragon?
But see, that's big. Yeah.
My goodness. How long did that take you?
I don't know. I really don't pay attention. I work on it a little here, a little there. And then it's a dragon year, apparently. So there's this dragon.
Yep.
And then some spooters, some little spiders. So I only have
I
two
like
of
the
those.
word
So it takes a little while to do it, but I sell a lot of them at the events I vend at. So I take my winter time. Now the spider I could probably get done in like an hour. The dragon, the bigger one, took a while.
It's witchcraft.
It is witchcraft. It really is.
Yeah, it is, because you guys are talented when you guys do that. Because when I see just a ball of yarn, and then I
You just want to
see,
throw it to the cat?
well, here's the thing, because when Patty's doing that, she's constantly going, "Get off there," because we got 3 cats, right? So they love to be right up here on
Oh,
Patty.
yeah.
Duchess is right there. She's listening. She's got her ear on the computer. And then they like to mess with it. So then, okay, I got a question for you. Since you crochet, and and to me, when I look down there, she's like got this thing about done. Then she's doing this. I hate it. I'm like, what?
I do it too. You gotta frog it.
Yeah. So I was like, all of that time you're starting. Yep. Can't do it. Just can't do it.
It has to look exactly right, or it's no good.
Hello, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. Yeah.
So I guess that is a big thing. You have to. It's like a precise art. You think somebody's just going to turn like your dragon? You think they're going to turn and go, "Oh, lift the wing"? Look at this little area right here.
No, but I do.
But you know it because you're
I do.
designing it. So Patty,
That is correct.
Now Patty's been working
correct.
on. She's got some right behind her there. They're Blueies. I didn't know the cartoon.
Oh, yep.
And she made 4 of them for a friend for her grandkids.
Nice.
And then I posted those. And now she's going to make these real big Bluey and another character. Yeah, and this person wants them. So.
Oh my.
A Bluey and a bingo.
We can't hear you.
It's with. Am I back now?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yes, there you are.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm doing Bluey and bingo for someone else with the blanket yarn. So they're going to be big, like what you've got. So.
Yep, that'll be big.
So Evan, see, she said
blanket yarn. That's really big yarn.
Yeah,
I get it.
Okay, our daughter gets into it, and she's fast. So like 2 years ago, she says she was so excited. She's like, "Mom, I made you a blanket." So she gives it to Patty for Christmas. Now, when she brings it in, I'm like, "Good Lord, what is?" So I'm thinking the blanket's inside this thing. This blanket was probably as big as the United States of America flag. It's the White House.
Yeah.
Oh
my goodness.
Yeah.
She made you a big blankie.
Bluey is awesome.
She just goes.
She just went. She didn't have like a number. Yeah.
It just calms her anxiety, so she just does it.
I get it.
So, yeah.
So we also have something in the works right now. So it's going to be 2 big things this year, but I can't 100% release it yet.
Hold up. We're not going to the new thing yet because we're going to talk about Crawford Paracon real quick.
Okay. So let's talk about it.
You were saying that you're teaming up with Newark Paranormals.
Yep.
And doing this. Posted you was posting. I like some of the questions that you were asking on there, and you guys were asking like, what is it something that you guys want to see that you normally don't see at events?
Yeah.
And I answered, and I says the community instead of like just the normal people that comes to events, and you're buying each other's stuff, and that gets old, right?
Right.
So
it does.
If you need help, I can help. Reach out to Chamber of Commerce. Reach out to the city. See where you can put, like, even at a community center, and put up some banners and stuff. Draw them in. That's people that's intrigued to this stuff.
I've posted in. So I not that I don't love all the vendors that I usually run into. I absolutely love them, but I would like to bring in different ones.
Yeah.
You know, so I've posted in a couple of different Facebook groups that are vendors for Ohio. And I've gotten a few from there too. So they're brand new to us. So I've just kind of been reaching out to all over.
Yeah.
Just trying to get different things in there. We also will have food trucks.
That was my next thing. I saw the food truck post. Now, as a fat boy, what kind of food is going to be here at this?
Well, as of right now, we have 2 confirmed and they've paid for their spot. So we have a taco truck.
Oh, shit.
And a burger, fries, and hot dogs.
See, that's the 2 best things, American and Mexican food. We're good.
Right? We're waiting on an ice cream truck and a sweet treats truck with frozen drinks.
Do you want
and a pizza truck? So we will have all the food covered with just those trucks. Okay, so
I'll just Venmo my bank account to you. Prepared in advance.
Yep. So I mean, we're trying to keep like the costs down, as far as attendance. We don't want to make it too ridiculous. If you can't afford to get into the venue, what's the point?
Exactly.
So, like I said, it's our first one, but I think I've been to enough that I've got a lot of ideas.
Oh yeah. How about any artists, like local artists around there?
There is one that we're waiting to hear back from. Okay. So, like I said, we've got a few in the loop, just trying to narrow that down. And of course our special guests, which are
who's all your special guests?
Keith Age,
okay,
Dave Giuliano,
okay,
Lauren Hellickson.
Oh, who's she?
I don't know. You might have heard of her. She makes some really cool stuff. Some really cool stuff.
She makes some badass shit, don't she?
Yeah.
She is badass.
She may have written a book or 2.
Yeah, I think I've heard of her.
Yeah. And this, wait, where's it at? And she may have been in a magazine or 2,
And she's
she's pretty cool
personality.
She does.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
in our corner, right?
Besides Lauren, we have Paranormal Theory.
Okay.
We have Christopher Lee Jansen and Gregory Nicholas.
Okay.
So if you don't know Gregory Nicholas, he is a psychic medium and he's been around for a hot minute. Yes, Lauren. Everyone just holds up the Lauren stuff.
Heck yeah, we did. You saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get her new stuff too.
Right. Yeah. And Paranormal Theory is pretty new. But I think we've got it covered. We've got some of the older school, the newer school.
I like that because
I don't want to stick. I don't want to stick to the same people as everyone else does either.
No, because you got to bring a little bit of everything. Because here's the thing. Even, a lot of people in the paranormal, they're YouTubers, they're TikTokers. People are intrigued by that. So it's an event. So you want to bring that marketing in, right? And that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
I'm just a big marketer because I'm going to share a little bit of beans here. Next weekend, I will be posting videos. I'll be doing lives and I'll be posting pictures. I'll be with Carlo, the Haunted Bill Manor.
Yeah.
We're going out on a field trip because there may be something brewing coming up with me and him in Illinois. It's all
nice.
A massive event.
I think I already know, but I won't say it.
Okay, so I was gonna say you probably
I don't 100% know, but I think I know.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to that. So boom.
Absolutely. Yeah, Michelle's coming all the way from Louisiana for the Paracon.
Awesome. Yeah, that is great. That is great. See, and that's what it's about. If you've got the PTO, people that take vacation, and you can go to these events. I wish I could be at every event because there's always someone at all the events, right? Yeah. So just like I've known Keith Age for many, 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 many years. I've been doing this since 1998. From back in the days when he used to do Waverly Hills, to working with the Booth Brothers. Yeah. And then you got Dave Giuliano, he's got the Ghost Hunter store. He's got a paranormal team. I mean, those are good guys. I've got a couple of pieces of equipment that I bought from Dave Giuliano that I still use today that I bought. Honey, when did we buy that stuff? Phenomenology. Yeah. You have the Gettysburg Bash now, but it used to be called Phenomenology. Okay.
Nice.
And we used to go to that Loyal from 2010 up. And it happened where, things people we get older, right? We get older and things change, and people gets butt hurt. I don't know, but there's just things that happen.
It does.
And we just move on. But
sometimes family takes priority, and
family
you have to juggle what you're doing.
Yep.
Or you just get burnt out on the drama and paranormal, and people just stop. And
exactly, it does happen.
I truly hate that.
We will also be doing a ghost hunt that night after the
saw that at the Trillium Event Center. I didn't know it was haunted.
Oh yeah, the Trillium Event Center used to be Fairview Manor, which was a nursing home.
Okay.
They turned it into an event center and a school for autistic children.
Ooh,
so there is also a warehouse behind it, which is a working warehouse for the mentally challenged and disabled. They come in and, I don't know exactly what works, but let's say they're folding boxes and they're adding things to, they still work today the same way they did in, I think it was early 70s when they built it.
Wow.
So we will be doing a ghost hunt there after.
So
the details of that will be coming out here soon.
I don't think we have anything going on July 12th, so I think we're going to be coming up. It's not
nice.
Far from us. Yeah, we're just down here in northern Cincinnati. So
yeah.
I'd love to see you guys because when we investigated the Haunted Bill Manor, when we did that filming, which we got to redo, by the way, because
we do. The
audio sucked.
Yes. Yes.
So, but
we have to redo it.
Yeah. Oh, darn. Okay. Patty's like, dang it, you got to twist my arm. And like I was saying, came on when we got there, right? We never met you,
right?
And but you got that cold shoulder thing to where you got to break that ice, and I hate that. So I'm the guy that likes to break the ice,
right?
Because I don't meet any stranger, truthfully. And I just like to break the ice. So when we investigated that night, me and you I think we were scaring the shit out of people in the basement, but
I'm pretty sure
it was coming to us, and what they were picking up on audio backed up what we were seeing and hearing.
Yep.
And even Carlos says, hold on, I got to leave this room. Because he's like, you guys kept saying that this guy's right beside me.
Yeah.
And I could feel the coolness on my side of my arm. And then he said, then I felt like something grabbed me. And then, if you guys have not met Carlo, he's a big guy. He's a tall guy.
He is a big dude, but.
And for him to walk past us to go out in the hallway, and I'm like, okay, go out there, because we were just talking about, we saw something darting across the hallway.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, that was an intense night, actually. I'm really sad we have to redo it, but.
Wait till now.
I know, right?
Yeah, I'm excited.
I was just there Saturday.
Oh, were you?
And there's still something lurking in that basement that does not like me at all.
Wonder what it is.
I'm not sure if it's me or if it's just it doesn't like females per se. I don't know.
Do you think,
but
do you believe in it could not probably be what that's attached to the building, but someone may have brought it and it stayed there?
Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. It's possible, but see, in that basement is where they did their workshops and stuff when it was the boys' home or the group's home. It's possible that it was just staying there,
When Carlos shares, on the Haunted Bill Manor Facebook page, and you can read that, I zoom in and I read. There's a lot of people that talk about that hallway creeps them out.
Yep, there are. It's that little room there right in the middle, man. That's the room where that thing just likes to hang out.
Oh my God, I don't like that shelving room. That's
yeah. And that's where we were at. I mean, I looked in there and it was pitch black, even though, we actually had the lights on downstairs and that room was pitch black. And I'm like, wow, it's really extra dark in here.
And then when you start seeing those shadows looking back at you, you're like,
Christopher Jansen he went in there and he's like, what in the world? I'm like, yeah, it's super dark in there. And he tried to get a feel for it, but it was just so dark. And then literally in about 10 minutes, the room just lightened up. And the feeling was gone.
Yeah, but now wait till what if a female went in there?
I don't know.
I think it'd be a different feel because, like you said, I think it's something about females. Hey, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
I think it would be something about females.
Yep.
And you think of this. Okay, so way back there, they had people working down there, right? They was coal putting in a furnace.
Yep.
All of this stuff. And then they see a woman down there, right? And they're like, what are you doing here? Because that wasn't their place.
Right.
And now it's different to where, our washer and dryers. If you have a basement, the washer and dryer's in the basement.
Right. Right.
Women do, and this is 100% honest. To me, I swear to God, and I'm not just trying to get brownie points. I think women do the jobs a lot better than us men. I'm one of those.
You could do better if you tried harder.
Well, see. What are you drinking in that cup?
Oh,
I'm saying
funny.
that, Lauren, what I'm saying is you guys are badass. That's what I'm saying.
We know.
We know. So you should try to come up to our level.
Yeah.
Hey, and Lauren, I did our laundry yesterday. Boom.
Those are husband chores.
All about you women.
Well, it also helps that Lee works from home.
Yeah, that does help. That does help.
Hello, Jeff. How's it going, sir?
What up?
Doing fantastic. How are you? Hopefully everybody, like we said before, grab your drinks. Cheers. This is just Peach Crown. I had Michael Gagalino on.
Diet Mountain Dew.
Hey,
I'm
right here.
Water.
My Diet Mountain Dew too.
Yeah, Diet Dew.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, calm down over there, Lauren.
He's always cooking at this. They eat late.
They do. But Christopher's a really great cook, and I love him.
Okay, see, I got her boiled up about when I said.
Yeah, you still have her all talking in caps, Lee. What in the world?
Thanks, sorry.
You done did it now.
I know, I can't wait. She's going to say, come up here and pop this generator for me. She's going to pop my cherry one.
Absolutely.
But where else have you been investigating lately? Where else cool have you been?
Honestly, it's been, just kind of slow right now. The wintertime.
Yeah.
We're supposed to go to Michigan Saturday, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Where are you supposed to go up there?
The old Stimson Hospital.
Oh, yeah.
And we're supposed to get another winter storm, or we have a winter storm warning for this weekend, and it goes all the way up there. So I'm a sissy. I am not going to drive 2 hours north, white knuckling it all the way. It's not worth it. So we can reschedule if we need to. We're just, with the way the storms roll around here, they're going to say, you're going to get 6 inches of snow. And then we get, like an inch of snow. So we're just going to play it by ear and see what happens.
Yeah, because right now that band is coming through here, like in Kentucky. They're getting heavy snow right now. And we're just getting like some flaky stuff, like somebody scratching their old nasty dandruff because we're in northern Cincinnati. So
we're supposed to get We're supposed to get a lot of ice.
I saw what's coming up north. The bands is weird, man.
Yeah.
This weather this past year is terrible everywhere.
It is.
When you see
I live, so if you look at the map, you'll see Toledo. I'm about 30 minutes east. So I'm right by the lake, though. So
you're just like northern of Fremont?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, I'm about 20 minutes north of Fremont.
Okay.
So yeah, I seen that, Nick. We're all supposed to get hammered with this junk.
That. Yeah. Jeff, where in Ohio are you? I can't comment back to you because my comments come through YouTube. So
who did you ask?
Him. He's saying we're supposed to get 3 inches of snow here in Ohio. I'm just curious where he is.
Yeah, I would say he's probably up near where Holly is and stuff.
Yeah, we don't investigate much during the winter either.
No.
Not just because, a lot of these places don't have heat, and I'm not going to get pneumonia.
Right. We'll go to the Bill and we'll do stuff over at Carlo's place, test out equipment and whatnot because, we're all friends and
that place is good for that.
Yeah, it is.
And I need to get the Nova from that lady called Lauren.
You need the Nova.
I need to know. Hey, well, she made my proximity. She made
Mhm.
it badass. I said, I love your crystals. Those are for the women, but
Right?
I need one badass. And she said, okay, share some of the stuff. And so I told her what I wanted, and man, she put that one together. And that's just like, I fell in love. I'm like, okay.
Absolutely.
Mhm. And that's what I love about these people that design this equipment, especially her, because I saw the other day that she was talking about. I like to throw them like rocks do. I like rocks. Well, I forget what I was saying because she totally messed me up. I'm sorry.
What were you
She
saying?
was talking about the crystals, where
Yeah.
somebody, and I hate this, when somebody's out there mimicking someone else's idea.
Right.
At least get with the creator of the original and say, hey, I would like to do something. Because if here's the thing, that's what I hate. If instead of like not communicating, and
Yeah.
that's a big word in my industry because I do fire
Yep.
industry.
Yep.
Communicate. If we can communicate in the paranormal, could you imagine the equipment? So like this eventer and this eventer, they buy each other's equipment and they're like, oh, if we could get together and make it happen. That is the best.
Yeah. And just don't go stealing
I hate it. And then,
other people's thought ideas.
Yeah, and she's...
and it's not even that you're really stealing everything because you don't know what the internal components look like. And you're never going to, like, here I go on Lauren again. You're never going to be able to duplicate the amount of effort and work and thought she puts into that.
I know, right? And I know
the testing, the whole 9 yards, you're not going to be able to.
And if I didn't know Lauren and watching her videos, going to her website and seeing her stuff, I would really, not saying she's a friend. If let's just say I put that out of proportion.
Yeah.
I would say that she does an amazing job. She puts the heart and soul into it.
Yep.
She doesn't just go to Amazon and buy her crystals or rocks or whatever. She uses local people. Listen at her. She's getting over there. She's getting all blushed. But we're being serious, Lauren.
Now, see, I have one of her original ones. So this one still has the battery and everything.
See?
And I will not upgrade because this one works perfect.
Why would you want to work? Because you see, she made that for a reason.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Oh, I did this one, but this isn't the one that I really sell. Well, I like that one because that is like a test piece of equipment. Right?
Yep.
And as she gets successful into this, building this stuff, and I know Lauren is going to go somewhere big with this, that piece of equipment, you're going to be like, I got the golden jewel.
Yeah.
Because people will want that, just like they want that damn DR60, right?
Right.
And the sad thing is I had about 12 of those things back in the day, and I got rid of them because
I
did not like the sound of them.
I don't really like them either, and I know that
I still don't.
Blasphemy to some, but I just don't.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe it's because I'm older and I can't hear worth a shit. I don't know.
Same here. I'm like, God damn, these things are terrible.
Yeah, let me tell you, besides the crystal pod, which is always with me, I have developed a new favorite piece of equipment. You ready?
Yeah, let me see it.
No mechanics whatsoever.
Oh yes, because I was thinking the same thing when Ghost Stop made the bell, right? The bell.
Yeah.
Electrified.
Yeah. EMF. Yeah.
I was thinking, why not just put a regular old hotel bell up there?
So I did this, and at the Trillium Event Center, we went there, we set everything up. I've been taking the bell with me, I explain it, I hit it, whatever, do all the things. Well, we set everything up and I left. We all left and went out to dinner. The bell went off while we were gone.
That takes a lot of force to push that down to make it go bing.
And then at a residential, we were doing a residential and we had the bell set up. The bell went off there. That's zero mechanics. I mean, zero electronics.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's, to me, paired with the proximity sensor is perfect. It's a perfect combo. The only other thing that would make that complete is the seer.
Yeah.
Lauren. The seer.
I need to get the seer. See what she's trying to say, Lauren?
She knows. She knows what I'm saying.
Oh my God. You know what? We need to make a time where, because, Lauren is up there. I don't want to say where Lauren lives, but she's in Ohio.
She's in Ohio.
We all need to get together sometime when we don't have any investigations. Let's just meet somewhere. We'll travel north just to have a good time, drinks and some dinner. I think that'd be a fun time.
That'd be fun. Because it would be fun.
Yeah, especially with true friends, because you guys have become like true friends in the paranormal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, like meeting you at the Bill, and then Carlo, he's became like a true buddy, and it's just like when you meet somebody that's passionate and true.
Right. Absolutely.
And that's the thing. I just like, man, I know these people are loyal. If I needed them to back, I know they got my back.
Right.
Because I'm just so tired of people just like, would we just get along and let's move forward, please?
And that's just it. It's about the paranormal. It's not about how you do it. And I say, oh, that's not right. Well, there is no right or wrong. There is absolutely no right or wrong in the paranormal because it is not an absolute study.
Jeff said he liked a red-haired girl.
Huh?
Got a fan.
Okay. Whatever that means. There's no right or wrong way to investigate. Because there's
not.
It's the paranormal. It's above the normal. So that includes all the ways everyone does it. Exactly. Now if you're just downright disruptive and you're destructing property, okay, that's the wrong way. But if you're just out there doing whatever you think is right, well, then there you go. I may not like it, and that means I'm just not going to investigate with you.
Yep, there you go.
Bottom line.
You don't have to investigate with them. I don't like to investigate with somebody that likes to talk too much. Because I feel like they're hiding something, like they're scared. They got a fear up, and I'm like, dude, stop, shut.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to listen. I just want to touch the walls and be part of the building.
Yep.
And I always do that. I always feel like I want to go back in that time.
Oh, you're cutting out.
Right.
He's frozen, Patty.
Frozen?
You're not. He is.
Oh, that's weird because I'm right downstairs.
I don't want to ask the same questions. We had layers. Okay, we're back. Bam. That's weird. I don't see any problems over here on this side. I just think it's, everybody getting on the internet and it just slows it down. But I'd say it is because it's all internet. But yeah, I just, we had Larry on and he investigates a little different than what I normally do.
Larry,
and I thought about it after listening because you like Larry Eisler.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and I really enjoy talking to him because genuine guy does a lot. He does a lot of filming and editing.
Yeah.
And and he goes in and, and I liked what he said because we learn something from everyone and we don't realize it, but we do.
We do.
Because from a simple piece of equipment, how I use it may be different than how you use it, right?
Correct.
Or a simple way of coming in and approaching and talking to the spirits, you may do it different than I do. Just like, I'm going to use Zach Bagans. He comes in, he's hard-headed. He's wanting to go straight to the start.
Right.
And we both know, and Patty and everybody listen, we don't do that.
No.
Because they're not going to talk to us. Because if you walked into my house and I passed away, and you're trying to talk to me, I'm not going to talk to you.
No. We like to sit around and have conversations about stuff and see if something and welcome something else into our conversation. And absolutely. I will say 9 times out of 10 that works every time. You're more inviting, you're laughing, you're welcoming. If I come at somebody like, tell me your name. Personally, if that was me as a ghost, I'd be like, boop, no. I'm not doing that. So that's not my style, but hey, it's everybody's allowed to do what they want,
You know what? And something that we do, and I know I've shared this with you, when we're investigating, we go to the subject of food.
Oh, absolutely.
And then all of a sudden the spirits are like, hey, what are you talking about over there?
Right?
Yeah, that's like
Talking about food.
It works 90% of the time.
90%. Shut up, Lauren. Shut up. It just, I don't care how anybody investigates. I really don't. And there's all this drama going on about it. Quite frankly, I don't care.
I don't
You do you, boo-boo. I'll do me. If we click, we click. If we don't, we don't. It is what it is.
Because we're not the same. That's why I love it. We have different opinions.
Yes.
And then we're allowed to have different opinions. That doesn't mean I hate you because you have a different
Correct.
opinion.
Exactly.
I still love you like a sister, and it's the same. That's what it's all about. Because we want the yin and the yang.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah, come on.
I agree.
Yeah. So, and I don't know. You scroll Facebook once you get past all the BS. I start cracking up lately because on Facebook timeline, I'm getting all these like goofy I don't even follow them, but it says you can follow this stuff. And I share the meme. I just share the meme because I think it's hilarious. But then when you get to the paranormal, because, you got your family stuff and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, is someone else stirring up crap? And then this person's got these people. They don't talk to this person anymore. But these people used to be BFFs. And I'm like, this is like freaking watching the soap operas during the day.
It is. It is. It's annoying.
It is. It's just like, okay, I get it. If you got a problem, just call it quits and just move on.
Yeah. You can scroll on. It's real simple.
That doesn't mean I'm going to delete you and I'm going to block you. That means I just don't.
No.
I don't have nothing to say to your post.
No.
And then I'm moving on.
We had a lot of people at the Bill on Saturday. Gosh, how many were there? I don't know. There's a lot of us. So you have some more entertainment, and a little bit of paranormal. And then a lot of them were just making some TikTok videos. They were the younger people, which is fine. I don't care. And then me and Christopher Jansen, we were, really trying to focus in on that person in the basement. Randy was down there.
How's Randy doing?
He's doing good. The Goose was with us. Like, we just had all different types of investigators. And maybe I wouldn't do the same things they do, but it doesn't matter. They're good people.
Good people. We're trying to do the same thing, right? We're trying to get answers. We're trying to get these questions. It's just something to help the history of that location.
Yeah. Exactly.
We're making history, because we're only here for a short period of time.
Exactly.
After 50 now, I just hit it. It's like now times everybody, oh, you ain't got nothing now. Like, shut up.
Dude, I'm 55. Like, get back to me.
I know, right? It's like, just
who cares?
All right.
Exactly.
Because think about it. It's a number. Man created the number. Man created the date. Who cares? How do you feel personally, right? Some days I feel 20. Sometimes after drinking a lot of this, I feel like I'm 22 again, and I wake up going, what did you let me do last night? Patty goes, well, you said hold my beer and watch this, and that's what I did.
And Patty's over there like, oh, God.
Holly is
immortal. Don't tell all my secrets, Lauren.
Oh, gosh. That's great. Oh, man. But so I stopped you from talking about the other thing that you got going on.
So we're getting ready to make a video, post about it, do something about it. It was already kind of talked about. It was already kind of talked about on their Facebook last night. So I don't know if I want to say it yet. Just keep your eye out.
Okay.
Within the next week.
Okay.
We'll have something out about it.
I'm excited. I like hearing stuff. I want to promote it. Just let me know.
Yep. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
So
It'll be fun for sure.
So what you're saying is,
Mhm. I mean, if Randy was in here right now, I would ask him if he would be okay with it. But it's his team. I'm not going to do that if he's not in here. So
okay, I totally see, and that's respect, and see that's the way it should be. I mean, people get excited. I'm one of those that gets very excited.
Yeah,
I like to spill beans sometime. I like to just tease, and then
there's a little teaser for everybody.
See, they got Randy and Holly's got something else cooking.
We do. It'll be fun.
So
we got a lot of investigations lined up. What was that, Patty?
I was going to say, Lee always gets excited and then he opens his mouth and I'm over here cringing going, thought we weren't going to talk about that. And
Not yet.
Yeah.
See, Lauren knows.
Lauren knows. Of course Lauren knows.
It's like you guys know each other or something.
I know, right? You'd think that we talked every day or something.
You guys are on
That's
the same
wild.
wave. You're on the same wave.
We are that too.
Yeah.
It is.
So I'm just like poking the bear a little bit on it. So is this something coming out later in the year?
Not too much later, but
not much later than the Crawford Con?
No, it won't be that late. No. It'll be in the next month.
Before the next, so
about the next month or so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to. So you're gonna have to let me know when you're getting ready to spill it, so I can keep an eye.
Yep. It'll be fun.
Sounds it.
We just lined up a few more places to investigate. I think one in March, a couple in April, and then this year we decided to back down a little bit on the cons because not that I don't love them. I absolutely love going to the cons. But when you're vending at all these cons, it kind of like we need to film more. So
yeah, exactly.
We're doing Parasicon in May. What else am I doing? Then bye, Lauren. I love you.
We love you. Hey, tell that husband he's an awesome dude.
He's freaking phenomenal, and I love him too.
Yeah. See, she like just does her thing. He's like, baby, I got the kitchen. It's Gordon Ramsay. Yeah. He's like, I got this.
He's awesome. So Parasicon will be vendors there. And then I think it is our con, so Crawford Paracon. And then we'll be guest speakers at Hillview Manors HillCon. And then what else is after that? Then we'll be going to MadCon. So those are the only cons we're going to do. Now, I'm not saying I won't stop in and visit at a Paracon.
Yeah.
If we are not filming, yes, I'll make it a point to go. Like, I'm pretty positive I'm going to go to FCI Con just to visit for the day. We need to film more. We need to focus more on our VR paranormal. That's a big thing. We need to focus more on that.
I'd like to do something with Paravisions and you guys. Paravisions and Boss. Bam.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Because I want to get more into the filming like I used to.
Yeah.
And like you say, we done cons and I same thing. I want to focus more on the paranormal instead of the cons. I love my people. I want to go visit.
Yes.
Them. I want to support. I want to mark. I love to promote everybody. That's why we started doing the page again.
Yeah.
Podcast. And so I would love to do something with you guys. Patty got me a really cool from Horn Paranormal, a new full spectrum camera. I can't wait.
Nice.
It's a 5K. This thing's badass. I can't wait to get it out there. I took it with me to with Denise
Blackfoot County Jail.
Nice.
To the jail. And stupid me, guess what I forgot? I forgot the SD card sitting here at my desk.
Oh, that's horrible.
And I'm like, does anyone have an SD card? And Bob goes, the one that I'm using in my camera. I said, so you're not going to film tonight. Just give it to me.
Randy also purchased a thermal drone. So we're going to do a little cryptid hunts.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Yes.
I love to sit in the woods and just do real-time audio on that stuff.
Yeah. So we're going to do a cryptid hunt, and We just got a lot. I mean, Randy actually just built, I think, 2 more of the VR cameras.
Nice.
So we'll be
Yeah.
able to have a couple different areas covered with that.
That'll be badass.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I
the VR is badass. I mean, for somebody to sit at home and you can just scroll on your phone and see 360 while we're investigating, there's a lot of people that can't go, you know?
Right.
So,
You know, it's like, speaking of cryptid, you know, we got a good friend, Jody Cook. He's been on a lot of these shows on TV. He lives down here in Cincinnati. A lot of people know it. And he's called us out to help him do some, you know, Bigfoot hunts.
yeah.
At, Salt Fork Park. And we went, and I like giving him a hard time because he goes, yeah. I was like, but do you have solid proof? Because we in the paranormal and ghost hunting, we have proof. And he goes, shut up. So I just
Shut up.
So here I am, you know, we're parked, we're climbing this hill. You know, there's 4 of us and you know, three of my guys from my team and him.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've got our sticks, we're hitting the trees, and I'm over there hunched down in a ghillie suit, and I just got my ear headphones on, and I'm just doing real time. And, you know, having the ability to, I don't really need that. So I'm over there picking this stuff up. And I'm hearing shit that I don't hear when I'm a ghost hunting.
Yeah.
And then I got to take in perspective. Okay, squirrels, raccoons, deer, any movement,
Coyotes.
trees blowing, coyotes. You know, we're out there in the middle of nowhere, right? And but we did all get this. You know, you get that moment to where you're like, oh shit, there is something in the woods coming towards us, and you can hear it in real time because it actually scared my good old buddy Jim, that's on our team. He went down the hill because he's like, something's getting ready to charge us, man.
That's funny.
And it started getting dark, right? So I'm like, oh, we're good. So then we're setting up the trail cams and we're strapping them on the trees. And I'm like, this is going to be a good one. And I get into that because I'm curious. I want to know. You know, I love watching all those shows. You know, right now I'm watching Expedition X. I don't know if anyone watches it, but I do. You know, they're hunting all these different types of creatures out there that it's like my mind is open. I'm curious.
Yeah.
There's got to be more out there.
We had an experience that I wasn't quite sure about. And then after talking to Russell Cord and his buddy Jeff Byers, so we were at a cemetery. It was late. We were getting ready to wrap it up. As we're walking along now, I don't necessarily tell everybody this because I don't want to be labeled, but I do see spirits, but I see them as energy, if that makes sense.
And by the way, people, when I'm around her, I'm like, holy shit. And we knew right away. She goes, oh, you pick up the same. I'm like, yeah, because you're boosting me. And we only investigated one time.
Yeah.
But we get to redo it. So it's even better.
Yes, we do. So we're walking on the cemetery. And me and Randy's daughter are walking along, and she doesn't see spirits. She hears them. She doesn't see them. So we come around this corner, and there is this 8 foot tall, massive energy that I see. And she and I at the exact same time say, holy shit.
Now, what did
she So she's seen it too.
Oh, she did.
And I stopped. And of course, my first instinct, I tell Randy, get the thermal camera, you know. And he's like, I just put it away. Of course you did.
Of course, that's usually what happens, right?
So I'm just standing there because I'm like, I'm not really, maybe a little bit intimidated and a little bit scared because I'm like, what is this massive thing? So we move along, you know, it dissipates, it's gone. I'm like, okay. So we go back down to where our vehicles are, and we're just sitting there. And we start hearing things being thrown, like nuts, rocks, whatever, in the cemetery. And I'm like, well, that's strange. They're all over. It's not just like one location where there might be a walnut tree or something, you know. And we left. I thought it was just a weird spirit of some sort. So I'm talking to Russ and I'm talking to Jeff Byers, and they're like, you seen a Bigfoot, they cloak.
Yeah.
So that might make sense as to why Randy's daughter's seen it as well, because she doesn't see spirits. So we've gone back since. I haven't seen anything, but I will be going back this year.
And the throwing of all that stuff, that's what that pushes us away. So because you're close to one.
Right. So
and it's trying to tell you to back off.
And the cloaking theory makes a lot of sense to me, because not everybody sees one. You don't ever see bodies.
No.
And so I don't know. I mean, I'm open to all theories, but that one just kind of makes a lot more sense.
Yep.
So I don't know, but it was massive and it made me stop in my tracks. So
now there's a location here not far from us north here called Germantown, Ohio.
Yeah, I know where Germantown is.
And Jody has witnessed through his Dogman Association thing, because I didn't go, but some others did. They actually spotted Dogman there.
Really?
Several times. People that live around the natural reserves there.
Yeah.
Have witnessed this, what they've heard, how they saw this creature coming from look like a man and then crouch down and then take off running like a dog, vice versa. So,
That's
I'm talking to Jody through Messenger and I'm like, dude, some of that stuff, it goes back to way back, like shapeshifter stuff, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it gives you goosebumps just talking about it because the majority of the people can see just the normal person like we're seeing each other now. And then all of a sudden it's like, dude, I just saw that guy forming and he just took off and he's a bird or whatever. Yeah. And I'm like you say, I'm the same way. I'm always open to that stuff. I'm intrigued. I want to know more about, because, okay, we can pick point, like when we do paranormal, man-made stuff, we figure it out, we debunk things.
Right.
Percentage that we're like, okay, there is something here. There's a lot more in this world than what we know.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've had one other experience that I can't explain. Randy can't explain it. I've been doing this a long time, 30 years, a long time. I've never seen anything like it until now. And we were, again, in a cemetery, but we were outdoors. It had a full moon, so you could really see, a lot of things. Well, the cemetery was on the edge of town, and we could see this couple walking down the sidewalk in town. They were under the streetlights. It was later on a Friday night, and they're walking, and they're really swinging their arms, It's like, oh, they're just walking home, probably after the bar.
Sure.
Having a good time. Well, they come up to the turn where they were like the end of the road, and the man shifted from a normal size man. Hi, Teresa.
Hello, Teresa.
From a normal size man to this really tall, lanky, face was all, I don't even know, distorted, and just turned and looked at Randy and I.
What the
And then, now Randy's daughters, who are adults, yes, but they were in the middle of the cemetery. So Randy and I told Randy, I said, don't tell me what you just seen. But we both took off because we wanted to make sure nothing was coming in the cemetery.
Sure.
And we walked out to the road, which there's only like one house. You know what I mean? It was just gone. It was the man and the woman gone.
So do you think you picked up something like residual or something that?
No, this was not residual. This was something that I can't explain. They were not in the cemetery. It shifted into something else. And as we took off, we looked through the fields because there's nothing but one house and a bunch of fields. Now the house, they walked along the side of it and there was a long fence. So it's not like they could just go into the house. Okay.
Sure.
I can't explain it.
That sounds like a Stephen King sort of creepy shit.
I know, right? It was, like the really creepy clown face kind of thing.
Oh, God.
That's what it looked like. And I'm like, holy shit. So I tell Randy, I'm like, do not tell me what you've seen. Let's just, go back with the girls. And so just to protect them, I guess, Well,
because you never know where it went. It could have went right to them because it probably drew you two out there
Right.
Bam,
Right.
you know?
Well, one day I'll show you the picture. It actually did.
Oh,
Something
shit.
actually did go into the cemetery right by them, right behind them.
So see what it did is because and that's like that scenario. I feel like, you know, we've been in the field for so long. We always have, you know, we're always listening. We're tuning in to the information. We hear things with different frequencies in our ears than normal people.
Yeah.
So when we do these public hunts, we're hearing stuff, but then I replay it, and everybody that's been doing this for a while can hear it.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to know this. So I'm starting to do a study. The people that don't do this, they're like, I don't hear what you're hearing. And then we're all going on the count of three, say what you hear. And we hear the same thing.
Yep.
And I'm like, and it freaks out the people that come on these public hunts because they're like,
it does.
Yeah, are you?
It does. You know, we do our public hunts in October in Elmore, Ohio, with the Historical Society.
Cool.
And we take, you know, I try to just let people have fun. You know, it's all about the fun. I'll bust out some apps for them to use because it's very involving and it's fun.
That stuff. Yeah, it's just a fun time.
And I try not to say anything really other than answer their questions and keep them involved. But a couple times I'm like, man, there's totally a spirit standing right there, but I don't want to say it and scare them. I know that's what they're there for.
If you're pulling someone aside that, you know, investigates with you and you're like, that is weird as hell. But, because everybody brings different energy into the location.
Yeah. Yeah, it's intense.
Well, there's Michael.
Hello, Michael.
How's it going, buddy? The man. Hey, I got my drink for you, bro. Cheers. Shot for me. But yeah, you don't, when you do these public hunts, you know, you have, and 9 times out of the 10, it's the female and the husband just tags along because they're intrigued to like scary movies, and all that cool stuff. And then Patty, we had one where we did the actual, cheers, brother, where we actually did Wildcat Battlefield down in London, Kentucky.
Okay.
And these people became really true friends. So when we go down to do these hunts with the local tourism groups that we do in Kentucky, he's more intrigued now than she was, the wife, because Patty had him and his wife on her team. We split the groups up into 3 groups.
Yeah.
I took a group, Patty took a group, and my buddy Jim, he took a group, and they were actually on the original Battlefield Trail, and they were just doing their regular paranormal investigation. Hey, share a little bit what you guys were picking up, what scared the shit out of this guy.
Well, it started out, and of course, you know, we're outside, so take all of this with a grain of salt, just as I was explaining to them.
Yeah.
You know, we are hearing what sounds like footsteps and just all sorts of noises approaching. And so we start talking about, like, you know, the wildlife and whatnot. And that's fine. But then we start seeing shadowy figures. And all of a sudden now my whole team is huddled right kind of on top of me.
Oh, geez.
And my skeptic is no longer a skeptic.
No, he's the one right against Patty going, hey, you see that, right?
Yes. And so, you know, we're laying equipment out down on the ground, and we're getting colder than we were 2 seconds ago. And it, you know, here it was, I don't know, I think it was September.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that is what's so much fun to me, is when you've got a skeptic who that light switch just flips and suddenly they're like, oh my gosh, you know.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
What was cool to add to that is later on, they were actually doing a reenactment of the Civil War.
Okay.
At the bottom of the mountain there, and a family came up in full dress, had the muzzle loaders, the son did, the daughter and the mother, the father. And they dressed and they came out there in the woods. So we all went back because her skeptic goes, we need to do a group session down there. So because what they were seeing is the way they were describing it, like the soldiers coming up the hill, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I want to see this shit. You know, as a paranormal investigator, I'm like, I'm
Oh
ready.
yeah, absolutely.
Let's go. So we're going up. And we're on the main trail that they use, people that just do normal walking or hiking. So off to the right side is the original trail that the soldiers used back in the day. So I stepped off of that trail, put a REM pod down
Okay.
on that trail, came back up. The boy pulls out he looked like he had it in a long sock. He pulled his muzzle loader out.
Okay.
And he was getting ready to shoot it.
Oh man.
And I'm like, dude, we're going to stir shit up. Now at this time, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like,
oh geez.
And they're really in gear. And we had them in front of us, right? And
yeah,
they started doing like a little bit of reenactment. And all of a sudden, I just felt like somebody came up off of that trail, one of the soldiers, to stop them because he saw women in the battlefield.
Yeah.
You should be at the nurses area, right? You should be here.
Yep.
So this is weird. I was like, guys, I got to go to the bathroom. My belly started flipping. I'm like, and where we met up at the parking lot, there was a restroom building and everything. So we stopped. I went up and I went to the bathroom and I'm just throwing up. And I'm and I'm splashing water on the sink on my face. I'm like, what is going on? I felt like something was attached to me. Because when I would look in the mirror, I saw a young boy. And I'm like,
boy.
Shit, I got to get him off. So, you know, doing that and what we do, we try to,
yeah,
you need to go, you can't follow me and all this stuff. I walk out, they give me a water and I'm sitting down and we're all trying to talk and I'm just standing there and I just feel this pain and on my back and I just throw up. They had the old battlefield wood, you know, the fencing. I just threw up over it and I'm just like, Patty, you got to drive. We got to go to the hotel. Well, I just bought my car, just brand new. We're going down the mountain, and I apologize, and you get that watery sensation in your mouth, and I'm like, I just can't stop. So we're all the way down. She stopped like 5 or 6 times, and I'm just like,
oh my goodness.
We get to the hotel, and I go in, I shower, I'm doing a cleansing to myself.
Yeah.
It took till like 4:30 in the morning until I became myself again.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, that person that walked off of that normal trail that they walked back in during the Civil War came to me because he could see that I could see him.
Yeah.
Targeted me because I brought them women on this field.
Yeah.
When it was full battle. And we have not been back, but we should be going back soon because of our good buddy Travis. He is now the tourism manager. So what does he say? Last time I threw up, I was a 10.
I bet you were. I bet you were,
Mike. It was interesting. So that night, you know, we took a don't pick up more ghost farts.
I would be surprised, Michael. I would be surprised.
So, you know, so that guy being a skeptic and just tagging along with his wife and his friends, became friends, and you probably see it too up there. They become because they're more intrigued now, and that's what when we're talking, do it before we do our public hunts is do we have any skeptics here?
Yep.
And usually 2 or 3 will raise their hand and say, yeah, I think it's just, you know, hearsay. And I'm like, okay, well, let's see what happens tonight. So when we take a break, I want to see what you think.
Right.
And usually it's like maybe once the first break, it's nothing. Second break, it's like, oh, I was just using this piece of equipment. What does this do? So now they're getting involved.
Now they're getting into it. Yeah.
Yeah. Now they want to know more about that piece of equipment.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, so now you're more curious of what this does.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what happened when you were up in that room with those, you know, those mannequins and those old those old dresses? Well, this thing went off. You showing me the mail, the temperature went down, the temperatures on top started spiking. So we go up there and I'm showing him that there's no high EMF in here. The temperature was staying the same when I set it on the dresser.
Yeah.
And he looks at his wife, or she looks at her friend, and they're like, ooh.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is fun. It is fun. The one public hunt last year or year before last, it was somebody I had known from, I had worked with him when he was younger. I worked at a grocery store. He was a carryout, so I knew him, and I could see they were starting to get a little tired, but they had all been drinking secretly because historical society, you can't drink, but I know they were putting stuff in their cups, right?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
when they start getting a little bit more loose.
Well, they were actually just kind of sitting there being quiet, so I made him ghost bait, and
Oh damn.
yeah, and I knew there was a spirit standing there, so I'm like, go stand right there. And I gave him a K2, whatever. He's like, what's gonna happen? Is it gonna touch me? I'm like, it might. Where's it gonna touch me? I'm like, wouldn't you like to know? So, but then all of a sudden the K2 starts popping off, like all the way. And then everybody's getting into it. I'm like,
oh yeah,
that's all it takes.
Yeah, it's
a little bit of ghost bait, and that's all it takes,
Yep. And then everybody, they're like, man, we really had a good time, right?
And they had a great time. It just took a little ghost bait. That's all.
Some idiot that the paranormal dummy.
Exactly.
And you knew which one to pick. Yeah, like, hey,
I did. He was the first person I said, listen, before we all split up, I said, either behave or I'm going to make you leave. And he's like, why are you looking at me?
Say, because I know you, I can pick up your energy and I know exactly what you're going to be tonight. A pain in the ass.
Yep, exactly. He was fun. And I just told, and it's unfortunate you have to say this at every single time. Like, listen, you get one warning if you're really disruptive, and that's all you get. And then you got to go.
And that's true. The what if, I love that, because that's what it's all about. Is if I don't know how many times I like to, I grew up Baptist, so I let if you believe in God, you got to believe in the other side.
Yeah.
And you got to believe in spirits. And then, in the Bible, everything that walks this earth is not good. Well, not necessarily.
Well, I love to say this to a lot of my religious friends. And I'll say, do you believe in ghosts? And they'll say, absolutely not. And I'm like, but you're religious.
Exactly.
How can you not? That there's another side, and it's not demons.
No, we're not saying demons. We're just saying ghosts.
No, they think it's a lot of them think that
because
it's either good or demonic.
Exactly.
That's it.
And they think that everything that's good crossed over, right? And it doesn't walk the earth anymore.
Yeah.
And everything that walks the earth is everything dark. Are people, like I've heard, it's people that commit suicide. It's people that lost their life that because they've done something bad. And I'm like,
no.
But you believe in a spirit, right? You believe in God, the spiritual God.
Yeah.
This is the spirit.
Yeah. No, that doesn't exist.
And they're like, then they scratch their head. They're like, you make sense. Do you do paranormal? And I'm like, yes, I do. And that's why I love to talk to you about this.
Right.
Because you got to believe in both sides. It's, it's
absolutely.
We don't know all the answers, but we're trying to figure out the answers.
Now, we are.
And I always say this too. I feel like the man upstairs is not going to share everything. I think he gets a kick out when we go out and investigate. I really do. I think he's like, okay, I'll let him do this and this and this, but they're not until it's our turn to go. And then they're going to, and I know when he goes, Lee, you've been investigating all these years. Here's why.
Yeah, that would be nice for answers at that point, wouldn't it?
Can I share this with everybody? Can I go to these investigations where everybody's at so I can just like pull their pants down or tell them something? I just want to be the Rodney Dangerfield, right? I just want to be that guy.
Right.
A lot of people, if they're watching this on YouTube, the young people, they're probably, who's Rodney Dangerfield?
Yeah, they probably are.
He's a comedian. He was great. You guys got to watch Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Rodney Dangerfield is. Well, Holly, we kept you over like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I got to.
Okay. But
I usually am off on Wednesdays, but I have to work tomorrow because I'm going to take off Thursday instead because of the storm. Yeah. So I got to get up at like 4:30 in the morning.
Patty's the same way. She's got to get up early. She leaves early. I work from home right here where I'm sitting. So my office is just a walk from the room.
Yeah.
Rubbing it in.
Rub it in a little bit.
Real quick, where can
Yes.
people find you if they want to know more about you? Plug in your events.
Find us on Facebook at Brave Ohio Spook Seekers. TikTok is the same. So all socials are the same. Brave Ohio Spook Seekers. Our events, I'm just going to plug the Crawford Paracon. That'll be July 12th. We are hosting with Newark Paranormal Society. Come check it out. You can look up the Crawford Paracon Facebook page as well, and that will be where all your details are going to be about the event.
Well, we're going to be there. We'll definitely we'll come in for the day.
Perfect. Come get those tacos.
You ain't kidding. And then you said something about drinks too, right?
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff, fun stuff that'll be there. So
yeah, and plus seeing some old friends, meeting new friends. That's what it's all about, guys. So if you're in that area, Bucyrus,
Ohio,
stop in, say hi to Holly, and you see her right there. She's gonna be running around like a chicken with her head cut off. That
I will be. I absolutely will be.
Usually how those events go.
They are.
Yeah, but it's fun.
It is fun. It's a lot of fun.
It's exhausting because when you do an event and then you got an investigation after, so you got that little bit of time to get something to eat, calm down, and then get your gear ready and do the investigation. At the end of the night, you're ready to call it quits, and then
I will be calling it quits as soon as I can.
those shoes off, put the feet up, have a good time. Oh, and Lisa, we love her to death. Enjoyed this. Stay safe. The snow's coming. Night, everyone. Lisa.
Good night, Lisa.
All of our shows. She's fantastic. We appreciate her support. Guys, look her up. Look up Holly. She's fantastic. Look up her team. Follow the Crawford Con. I'll share it on my personal page as well. And Holly, thanks again for coming.
All right. Well, thanks for having me. We'll see you soon.
All right. Take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Patty, another great guest, a good friend. Anything you want to share before we get off here?
No, I look forward to the Crawford Con and, look forward to some of the cool guests we have coming up.
Absolutely, because I'm going to share real quick. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Sherry. You guys are great. Appreciate you both. Let me share who we got coming up real quick because I didn't get to do that because we did a little different tonight, and that's good to do different. Different is good. So tonight, we had Holly. Next week, Patty's Connection Area 13 project.
Yep.
That's all I'm going to share about that because I'm going to wait till they pop on to share all about what they do. That's February 18th. February 25th, we got Nick Simons. If you guys watch 28 Days Haunted, you'll know Nick. Great guy. March 4th. I'm looking forward to this because we are part of the Taps family. And Satori and Cody, I've watched them kids grow up. So I'm looking forward to talking to Satori and Cody. March 11th, Crystal and Jeffrey. They're phenomenal. They just moved to Georgia from the East Coast. They were up north, and they do a lot of their filming and investigations. So March 18th, we got Joe Shortridge. He's with 222 Podcast. He's up in Toledo. Look forward to talking to him. And March 25th, we got our good friend, Jenny Davis. We are doing a lot of investigations with Jenny. Some of the investigations we got lined up with her is Ohio State Reformatory, June 22nd, and Indiana State Sanatorium, August 31st. I can't wait for those. Cannot wait. Coming up after Jenny, we have April 1st, we have our good friend Carlo. He owns the Haunted Bill Manor. If you've not been to the Haunted Bill Manor, book your night now. It's in Fremont, Ohio, not far from Holly. You definitely want to check that place out. April 8th, I have Tori Westhoff. She actually has a sleeper mortuary. She is an event venue as well. So I look forward to that because we may be there. Never know. April 15th. This is a reschedule. He got sick the night of our time or interview Brian Fuller, Viking Paranormal. Look forward to talking to him. April 22nd. You do not want to miss this podcast. We have Robin, Terry, and Ashley from Ashmore Estates. So, guys, definitely stay tuned on Tuesday nights. All Things Creepy with Ghostly Travels, Patty and I. Also, Paravisions Paranormal Society, Jim Wilson, John Green, Patty Allen, Lee Allen. We love to communicate. We love to network with everyone. So I'm going to reach out to Nick. He was on here earlier. I'm going to have him on the show. I want to hear more about his stories that he was sharing. Coming up for us on investigations, we have our museum at the Friends Home, April 19th, July 19th, September 20th. I will be making up events for those. All proceeds go to the Friends Home, so all tickets, you pay them. We do this to help them out. I'm going to be getting with Mark, who does the banners for this, to put them out there so you guys can get your ticket if you want to investigate with us. Hang out with us. Have a good time. We're doing a 101 with North Central Indiana Spirit Seekers for the Blackford County Jail May 3rd and the Stone Mansion May 10th. That is some stuff we got coming up. That doesn't mean that's all. We got a lot coming up. So guys, again, thank you so much for joining us tonight on All Things Creepy with Ghostly Travels, Patty Lee, and our spooky kitty cat, Duche Lynn. Guys, thanks. Have a good night. And Patty, what do we always say before we leave?
Well, we always say, always keep looking into the unknown.
Peace.